close to 4 decades ago, I was in this university, a young teenager that had just gained admission into the university to study theater. It's so nostalgic for me because this is where I cut my first teeth as an undergraduate and as a maturing young girl. Back then, when we came into the university, we were referred to as IYC, meaning International Year of the Child, because some of us were just turning 16 when we got into the university. And we hardly knew what academic freedom meant. We learned a lot of things. Today, I am visiting the university on sightseeing, and it's quite impressive to see how much development has taken place in this nearly 4 decades. We will be showing you sights and sounds and telling a story about the university and my experience as a young girl coming straight out of secondary school into the university. So we invite you to come with us as we tell you the story in pictures, in sounds, and in words. This theater, this is the art theater. We had the arts theater while I was here, but a lot of these paintings and stuff were not good. So these are like new things, and it's quite exciting to see. If it's locked now, I would have really loved to go inside because this is where I put my best teeth on stage performances, and I know I was really good at it. Sorry, I have to break myself here. I was really good at it. Incidentally, I may not be able to get in because it's locked. But some other time I'll come here to see. This is an editorial of maybe one of the productions they're having. You can see it's The Wedlock of the Gods, directed by Louis Essien. It was actually written by Zulu Shufola. In my time, we had this. We had a notice board like this where we would advertise the productions we are having, before students come. And we used to have a full theater. Students found relaxation in our productions, in our entertainment, in dancing and all of that. So this is a typical example of what we did when I was here to study theater. You can see this took place on the 23rd of July 2025 at 6 p.m. Wedlock of the Gods by Zulu Shofola, directed by Willie Hussein. I don't know who that is, but that's for us. You can see the ticket is 1,000 naira. Well, I can see the timing for this show is 6 p.m. But in my time, our shows started from 8 p.m. when students must have had their dinner and then refreshed for the evening. And then they come into the theater from 8 p.m. Most of our productions were actually 2 hours, 2.5 hours max. So we would be there until about 10 p.m. Security was, things were relatively safe at the time. We didn't have all the security challenges that we have today. That probably explains why today they start productions at 6 p.m. and probably will end at 8 p.m., 8:30. Although this is locked, there are however other entrances, but this used to be the major entrance. This and the other one. And you'll have a lot of people finding out here that will come in to watch our shows. The other entrances, like I said earlier, and these entrances, I think they are all locked. However, you can see they can have a key. From here, you can see, oh my God, it's in terrible state of disrepair, but that's the stage.
Hi there. Now we're going to be taking you on a tour of the University of Calabar campus while my mom tells you one of her many stories about her times at the university when she was a student. Bye.
I recently visited the University of Calabar. The University of Calabar is my alma mater, having studied there for my first and my second degrees. In the early 80s, at barely 16, a mere teenager, I had the privilege of being admitted into the University of Calabar to study theatre arts. At the time, the university, the main campus we called it, was a tiny little village that had faculty offices, had the main offices of the university, like the bursary, the vice chancellor's office, the medical center, and it also had 3 residential hostels. It had Hall 1, that was a female hostel, Hall 2, that was a male hostel, and of course Hall 3, which housed both male and female because it was in blocks. I think the first 3 blocks were for men and the last 2 were for women. Of course, we had accommodation in Malabo. This was an extension of the university where the facilities were in very poor state, and that's why we had the name Malabo given to it. The medical school was just developing, and then the medical hostels were far off, close to where today we have the University of Calabar Teaching Hospital. So then it was just a small campus. You knew who was who and all of that. And I had come in to study theatre arts, merely understanding what university life was, what academic freedom was, what routines I was to follow. That was then. Today, I came back and this brought back a lot of memories. I remember coming in to study theatre arts then. We had a beautiful, small faculty, department that was given to us, but we made a lot out of it. We used to construct stages for our drama in the courtyard, and sometimes we made stages just outside the department and we made it into a garden theatre. I also remember that we had a dance studio just across from the department. That was really nothing to write home about. That was it until much later on, towards the end of our studies there, that the arts theatre was completed. Today I am back in the university and I am pleasantly surprised to see that a lot has happened. The university has developed and expanded beyond measure. A lot of things have been added, and in fact, it took me about 30 minutes to drive around the university, moving from the old campus to the Abuja campus, and on even to the new sites. It was a beautiful experience going through the university and sighting so many people. Back in the days in our time, we thought we were many, but today what I noticed is a big city, a small super city that the university has grown into, with a lot of business outfits within the campus. The faculties have expanded. The university is now offering courses in engineering, in so many other fields that were not there. I've even noticed that the Faculty of Law, that was a tiny little building beside Hall 1, has moved to the new site and has an expansive library as well as a big faculty building. It was pleasant to go through the university. Neath the broad expanse of Nigeria's soil stands a school with a vision bright. ever holding the banner of knowledge high, we'll go forward by wisdom's might. All hail to the Alma Mater. We have come from near and far to unite in Calabar. We'll work to build our Alma Mater, University of Calabar.